LoveLine.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. This is LoveLine. LoveLine. With Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Well, not exactly. This is Dr. Drew. It is LoveLine. The phone number here is 1-800-LOVE-191. Carolla's off in Pebble Beach or something at a car rally. Quite to my great pleasure, instead of Adam tonight, we have not Nicole Kidman, in fact, but Kathy Griffin.
That's right. I'm here. And
Thank
Adam
you.
is at a car show?
It's at a car rally. Looking
What does that mean, a car rally?
It's basically. Anderson, do that on the air, please. Don't stop us like that. He yelled, "Turn Kathy Griffin up."
I said turn her up, but
thank you
I
very
don't want
much.
to interrupt the show. That's the whole
Well,
point.
but you interrupt us, so we can. No one else knows why we're stopping our conversation.
What is a car show? Is that
car
like
show
NASCAR?
It's like an international sort of competition of people who collect cars and show cars, and they have.
Is he
it's like-
performing,
it's
or is he going to
mm-mm.
purchase one?
Oh, he's looking at one.
He's going to buy
another car.
another. He has a car thing too. I thought he just had a house thing.
He has a warehouse of cars.
He what?
Yes.
I've never seen him in a spectacular car.
Because they're in the warehouse.
That's like Jerry Seinfeld, where they're at a hangar at DC 10 or whatever.
Yes, it's pretty annoying. But it's sort of like a dog
Curious.
show, but cars.
So it's
Could
like
be a
Best
rally
in
show there.
Show.
Yes,
Okay.
whole thing. And
Now, does he like soup them up and then go compete?
no, he soups them up.
Like
and,
Westminster car
No,
show?
like he had an M3 and he put a supercharger in it, and now it sits in his garage and he props up the hood for people to look at when they come around and visit him.
Kiss my hairy ass.
Is Adam rapping?
No,
All right.
no.
Is he in someone's pound? Like, is he in a dog pound? Or
No.
All right.
He's just making lots of money doing Howard Stern's job and doing
Okay.
Comedy Central, all that kind of stuff. So.
All right. So buys
And he
you
has no
cars.
kids, and he has all these
Right.
houses that he's bought over the years.
Now, I want to know psychologically what you think that says about Adam, that he likes the cars, which are toys, right?
You know, he likes everything that's not his dad.
Oh.
So anything wrenching, anything
Right.
mechanic, flying model airplanes, cars, which he had a passion for as a kid. He liked to make. He used to ride a unicycle when he was a kid. This is great. We're talking about Adam the whole time he's not here.
Yeah.
And then he ended up being a bicycle
Because I've
guy.
always known there's something wrong with him, but I never could pinpoint it till tonight.
Oh, deeply. He has. That's the thing about his dad. So he's got to be everything his dad is.
Okay.
But then his mom.
Right.
He and his mom. When I first met him, he said he had a bad dream. He goes, I had this horrible dream. These two haunchy women, and he'd always described his mom and his grandmother as haunchy women.
What does that mean?
Just sort of hippie. Little
Oh,
hippie.
okay.
And he goes, these two haunchy hippie women. Also, he described his mom and grandmother.
Right. He's got the skinny wife, too.
Yeah.
His wife has no hips.
But she's not. But she wasn't in. Yeah, right. Compensate
okay.
for that.
So the opposite
And
of mom.
But these two haunchy women, were beating him over the head while he was trying to get out of a swimming pool with his own testes. Where he just
Wow. It's it's so hard to figure out.
I know. Yes, Dr. Freud.
Yeah.
I wonder what that means. Wow. Yeah.
Okay. Now, have you met his mom and dad?
Yeah, they're very nice people.
I knew it.
Yeah, of course.
I knew that if you met them, you'd think they were
But
perfectly
they
nice.
probably were not great parents. They weren't not available as parents. when he
not
needed them to be.
emotionally available.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, that's becomes a way
That
of
they're
living now.
monsters, right? That's what I like to do with my parents
Do
too.
you?
I like to make them out to be so much worse than they already are.
Really? Where'd you grow up?
In Chicago,
Whereabouts?
Oak Park on the west side.
That's the nice part, right?
It's Oak Park has like the fancy part, and then it has the more middle
Is it
class
near
part.
Evanston, kind of?
Evanston is similar, where there's really fancy Evanston, and then there's middle class Evanston.
Are you all thrust into the same school system?
Well, there's a
and stuff?
class system there, and
Oh,
it's
really?
not unlike in India, where there's
It's a caste
untouchable.
system. It's
There's
not
a
just
caste
class.
system,
So
exactly.
you're not a Brahmin.
No, but nor am I shaman. Now, it was my life was kind of like a John Hughes movie, and I was Anthony Michael Hall. So that's who I was.
Wow.
I was neither Molly Ringwald nor was I Ali Sheedy.
And how did you end up out here?
My parents decided to retire in California because of their mutual love for golf.
What were they doing? What were their
They were
professions?
retired.
No, but
My
I mean,
dad worked at hi-fi stores, and right away that's dating me to say hi-fi.
Yes,
but
yes.
it's like,
Then you could say stereo.
right, like not Sam Goody, like Good Guys, right?
There was
he
nothing like
managed
that
shows like
then.
that.
No, but then they were like mom
High
and pop
fidelity,
things. Yeah,
right.
They say.
And my mom worked in the office of a hospital.
Just clerical stuff.
Administrative, right? Yeah.
And they had enough to retire, and then you were
Well, we lived in this apartment in Santa Monica, across from Santa Monica High, and I lived with my parents far too long. Like I went off and lived with the guy for a while, and then I actually came home and lived at home for a year when I was 28, and that was really pathetic.
When were you in the Groundlings?
I was in the Groundlings at the time, which is I don't think has ever happened since then.
That somebody lived with their parents and
Yeah,
it was the
although I
Groundlings?
do remember Will Ferrell and his brother lived with his mom while he was in the Groundlings too.
See?
So
Maybe that explains something about the people that are attracted to you in your work. Just saying.
no, of course,
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. And
then the weird thing is that then Adam's mom beat me in a pool and
with his testes.
Yes, with his testes.
See,
I don't know what it means.
Well, again, Dr. Freud. Now, so it's Kathy Griffin, My Life on the D List.
My Bravo Smash Hit show.
Bravo, 10 o'clock Wednesdays, right?
Right.
And then Kathy Griffin is not Nicole Kidman.
That's my special, my current straight stand-up special that's running.
Also on Bravo?
Yes, also on Bravo.
And tell me what that means.
Well,
Nicole.
a lot of my act is, of course, making fun of celebrity culture because I enjoy that, and I like to take them down. And I called it Kathy Griffin is not Nicole Kidman because a lot of people mistake her for my older, chubbier sister, and I wanted to clear that up. I don't, we're not related. I know we look alike, but
Have you ever met Nicole Kidman?
I've never even met her. That's what's so weird about how people keep thinking I'm her.
It's kind of spooky how much like Katie Holmes she looks and acts and is.
And the height and the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I do like that Nicole Kidman apparently never went for Scientology. And I don't know how she stayed out of it.
Well, her father's a famous Australian psychologist.
Yeah.
Like famous.
Right.
That's how she
I know.
Like,
But 10 years probably fighting with him about the crazy Scientology.
or maybe just agreeing to disagree, stay
Right.
out of it kind of thing. And
Right.
it seems like he's gotten more into it lately than
More into I blame Mimi Rogers, I really do. She started the whole
started?
thing. She got Cruz into it, and then you got Travolta, and then Allie, and the whole gang.
She's the one that started.
Next thing you know, you're losing Beck.
Is she with him now?
No, but Beck is a Scientologist.
He is?
Beck. Our Beck.
Oh my God.
I know. Jason Lee from Chasing Amy and the Kevin
Really?
Smith. Yeah. Giovanni Ribisi.
What
Where will they stop?
it feels, well, I don't want not to disparage anybody. I'm really
Of course
not
not.
interested. I'm not interested in that, but
Right.
it feels cultish. I mean, it feels,
Well, it's declared a cult in Germany, of course.
is it?
But yeah, I feel like Scientology is one of those things where when I hear that someone's a Scientologist, my opinion just kind of goes down a couple notches.
It
I
just-
don't think they're evil.
No,
I just
no.
it's one of those things where I go, oh, I didn't know that.
Well, it's just whenever there's an us-them mentality in any group, when
Mm-hmm.
we know the truth and everyone else might try to persuade you away from that, but we know the truth
Yeah.
and they're all evil because that's a problem.
Which I believe is that we're aliens.
We're
right?
alien.
Isn't that the Scientology? Is it's all about the aliens and the body thetans and all that?
Oh, I hope not.
I believe so.
That's more the Branch Davidians. So,
Who are still going strong.
Oh, my goodness.
One thing that's been really fun for me about the whole Tom Cruise meltdown is it's fun seeing all the magazines pick up kind of like the tenets of Scientology. So you'll
Yes.
open the Star or In Touch, and they'll say, "What we were able to learn this week in Touch about Scientology."
Oh, interesting.
Apparently, L. Ron Hubbard thought he was an alien. So I mean, it's funny because the press has been so gun shy about saying anything about Scientology
Yes.
for so long,
Yes.
and now Tom Cruise jumps on the couch and it's all over. We
They're-
all
they're
want to
onto
know
it.
what makes him tick.
yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, all right, let's take some calls, shall
Okay.
we? All right, enough about Scientology. This is, this now is Billy's 19. Billy.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, you're on with Kathy Griffin. What's going on?
I can't orgasm my girlfriend. I have to fake it.
How come?
I don't know. Here's a little story. She, when I first met her, I noticed she had, stretch marks on her stomach. And I wondered about that. And then she always has this kid with her. Like, she watches this kid. And she says it's
So you
her
think
friend.
you think that's her baby?
Well, then here's the thing. I went to a hospital. The kid got sick. They went to the hospital, and the actual mother was there. And then they asked, well, was the mother here? And her friend was there. And that's why it's kind of hard for me to feel like it's her kid. But I don't know. It's just, I just can't do it, and I have to keep
Why are you with this girl?
I don't know. I haven't had a girlfriend in, a real long time, so I figured I'd just kick
Oh,
back
Billy.
with her.
How old are you?
19.
19.
Isn't it nice? Aren't guys sweet?
I
mean,
just want to say,
need a
every
place to
time on
dock.
the show, out the gate, I can never get a normal call. No offense, Billy.
No, Billy's
but-
about as normal as we get here.
I
though.
know. Every
and by
time
the way,
I'm
not-
sitting here and
not
it's out the
unusual.
gate, I can't orgasm
Not
because
unusual.
of stretch marks. I mean, give me 5 minutes.
No, but what's weird about this though is not the not orgasm part, but that he is so unemotionally attached to this woman, and yet just wants a place to sort of dock.
Yeah.
And that's what are you gonna do?
Well, you can't orgasm with her, right?
No.
But on your own, it's party time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know how you fake it.
Oh,
And does she? I mean, do you use a condom?
Yeah, yeah.
Does she ever want to see the condom?
What was that?
Does she ever want to see the proof in the condom?
No, that's the thing. I always have to grab it and, run to the bathroom with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's good, huh?
I
well
like
done,
I
Billy.
like to see it. I like to see
Chivalry's
the
not
proof.
dead, Kathy. It's not dead in this
So
country.
there are
It's-
gentlemen.
There are
so.
gentlemen. Billy's
Okay.
one of them. Billy, here's the deal. You're not into this girl. I understand you're lonely. I understand that you have to share something with her. But either let's get it together and get into this thing a little bit, have a relationship, or let's move on. It's just not
You
fair.
can have
to
stretch
anybody.
marks at 19.
It's not the stretch marks that's bothering him.
What is she, 60?
Whatever it is about her, he's not. He really is not into
Okay.
her. He's just not. Angel 20.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
I am wondering if I may have like a sexual addiction that's starting to form.
Yeah.
I've been listening to the show for like years and years and years, but I just figured I'd like call and ask myself.
All right, here we go.
I have like a serious porno habit. I may watch like 3 or 4 of them a day.
You're 20. How long have you been doing that for?
Probably since my junior year of high school. So I was like, what, 17?
Yeesh.
Yeah, I know.
And does it impair your functioning or make it so that you don't have relationships? Are you spending lots of money?
Oh, no. I'm in a relationship. No, I just download them all. They're all free.
They're all free. Do you,
That's the important thing. Next
Of
call.
course.
do you, they have sex with this
Angel,
partner?
are you a man or a woman?
I'm a female. I know I have a really deep voice, but I'm a
I do
female.
too. I'm with you. So are you lesbian?
No.
All right.
Oh,
So
I'm
sorry.
no.
All right. So you're with a guy.
Yeah.
Do you have sex with this guy?
No.
No. Okay. And why is that?
I'm
Too busy
waiting
with the
till I
porn.
get married.
All right. Well,
Are
that's
you
interesting.
Christian?
Yeah.
That's gotta go. Am I right, Drew? It's ridiculous.
Scientology's got to go. Christianity's got to go.
All religion has to go. It screws everybody up. It's ridiculous. Trust me.
I want to have
Put down the Bible. Put down the porn. You'll
Angel,
be fine.
Angel, it's all good. No, I'm not. We're not criticizing your decision to wait until you're married.
Oh.
The question I have though is with this porn compulsion and whatnot. Were you sexually abused when you were younger?
No.
Were you exposed to pornographic material at a very young age?
No.
Were you physically abused at any time?
I know you consider spanking physical abuse, so I guess I'd have to technically answer yes.
Were you spanked with an object? That's sort of where I cross over.
Yeah.
All right. And were you masturbating as a young child?
No. That didn't start until I was about 14, I guess.
Okay. And so, and there's no, here's the thing. You're not having consequence. You don't have an overt trauma history. You're not an alcoholic or addict, right?
Occasional use, but that's about it.
Yeah,
Wait, what does use mean?
I drink on occasion. I smoke a little weed on occasion, but it's not like addict. Like if I never smoked again, it wouldn't bother me.
At least at this point, you're not going
Right.
with it. So it doesn't add up to addiction for me. It was more in the compulsion category. And maybe Kathy's onto something with the religion thing. Were you sort of beaten over the head with religious ideas and growing up?
I wouldn't say beaten over the head. It was just something I was always raised around. Like from the time I can remember, we've always gone to church, and we were always involved in church activities.
Are you Catholic?
No, I'm Pentecostal.
Oh, those nutbags. So, you gotta get out of that, baby.
No. It's boy, Kathy.
I'm Catholic. They screw up everything.
Anything to do with religion? No. I'm actually quite a little more magnanimous about all this. It's not, I have no problem with religion, but my concern is sometimes you get sort of abused with religion or people that are sort of aggressive about their religious ideas, and it hurts young children. You're not that. Listen, I don't think you have a problem. You just got to kind of control
Drew,
your habit.
she's watching 3 pornos a day, and she's a girl. That's not a woman's nature.
Some women will do that. Listen,
Angel, I have a question, because I am sort of obsessed with what porn does and how it depicts women and stuff. Now, let me ask you this. Do you find that the porn that you're into now is more like brutal than it was when you started? Like, do you find to get you going, you got to have like the girls really being like hit and all that stuff?
No, like that stuff like turns my stomach. Just like.
But you do bring up an interesting point, which true porn addicts usually get into more and more wilder.
And then she's
stuff.
getting humiliated and she's getting peed on and all that stuff.
Or they go towards kids, or they go towards
kids. Ew.
Just I'm saying that people need, because most addicts, the sexual porn addicts, particularly internet porn addicts, have a sexual abuse history, and so they naturally kind of go down that path towards kids.
Because I'm fascinated by like the garden variety porn, I can sort of see, but I'm not sure what it is that makes people want to watch other people get hurt.
No, I don't.
Kids or women or even gay porn or whatever.
I cannot relate.
But I think it's interesting that Angel watches a lot of porn.
But it's it's a sweet spot for her. It's just normal.
Okay.
She's not up in the ante. She's not having consequences. She's not having.
Angel, don't watch that horrible porn where they beat the women and stuff.
Here's the bottom line.
No, not
Thank you,
Angel. I think you ought to just kind of. It's like any other habit that's getting out of control. Kind of get it together here a little bit. Focus on your relationship. Focus on other. Probably what this is a way to regulate your moods. You been depressed lately?
No, not lately. A couple years back, but not like lately.
All right, but it becomes a way of just sort of regulating.
Have you tried cookie dough?
Huh?
Cookie dough is very tasty and very distracting.
All right, but the fact is that some people use sex and things like that as a way of regulating. Other people who have been traumatized, a way to think about this. Like I cannot, as a human, cannot relate to the goofy stuff. I can't even understand the whole anal sex thing that people are so into.
Thank
these
you.
days. But the way I come to terms with it is I know that people, when they have powerful experiences as a young child and during development, it can sort of, let's say, burn out their arousal centers. That's the way to think about it. So in order to feel intense arousal, you have to up the ante, so to speak.
So how do you get back from that precipice?
That's a neurobiological thing. You may not.
What?
That's
so
why,
like you start out watching normal porn, then by the time you're 20 or 25, you're watching girls getting peed on.
That's
and stuff.
the question.
And then you can never go back to just nice, gentle.
No, but what we don't know is if that person never been exposed to the intense stuff, would they have never gone down some crazy path like that anyway in some other aspect of their life, or is this just something that was neurobiologically set before they were ever exposed to the porn? And I think the latter is probably the case. So there you go. It's good times, huh? Well, let's get some more religious questions going here.
Okay, good.
I think it's Jessica, 18.
Hi.
Jessica?
Hey there.
Hi. My question.
Oh, by the way, 1 second. I was quoted on some article as I'm treating a celebrity, and I learned a new word. I was described as cloying.
What does that mean?
Surfeit, saccharine.
Okay.
Too nice.
Oh.
So I got to get a little edge going here. So.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Wait a minute. Don't think I'm going to be the nice one.
Well, I just got to be a little less nice.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be cloying.
All right.
Jessica, what's going on?
All right, my question is whether or not I should tell my parents that I'm gay because, lesbian. But I've told them previously, like when I was 15 years old, I told my mom, I think maybe I am. I don't know. I'm kind of, wondering or not. And she pretty much just told me, go with a couple guys, see how that goes. And, I love you no matter what. But
well, that's a nice response. There you go.
How old are you now?
I'm 18 now. So, it's been
I'm sorry, when did that happen?
18. She said when she was 15.
15. I mean, that's a
very P flag. Very enlightened,
yes.
progressive attitude your mom has. What about your dad, though?
My
dad, you're kidding. Dad's would be a relief. Get rid of the penis. Fine. No problem. No problem.
I didn't really talk to my dad about it, but my dad did bring it up like last year, and he said, "Do you still have these feelings? You dated a couple guys," and I said, "Yeah, I do." And he said, "Well, I'm a Christian, and this is wrong." He's a true.
Oh, here we go.
And
yeah, but again, was he just offering his opinion, or was he demanding that you sort of cave into his?
He never told me you cannot do this. He
right.
But the Christians are nuts about this stuff.
Kathy,
they hate the gays for no reason.
I have friends now that are gay, and my dad says, well, maybe you should talk to him, convert him over. I'm like, you can't convert somebody from what they've been their entire life, All
right, what is your question?
Should she tell the mom and dad?
To tell my mom and dad, because I'm finally in a relationship where I'm happy.
With a female.
I feel that I'm comfortable with a woman.
Are you living at home?
And I feel comfortable with it.
Are you living at home?
Yes, I am.
When you're not living at home, then you tell your parents.
I'm moving to college in a couple of days, so.
Perfect. Then when you're away for a while, and get some support from, what we usually recommend is people get support from other homosexual male and females who've been through this. So if it doesn't go the way you want it to.
I bet the school has a group, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there's always organizations. Where are you going to school? Madison?
Catholic college in.
Oh, Christ.
Beautiful.
What are you, nuts? You got to switch out of there. You'd be better off going back to high school.
Yeah, I know.
Well, there's gay and lesbian youth centers in most
cities.
And you know what?
Anyway. I just want to say, when they start to quote Leviticus, just tell them the next thing in Leviticus is how we should also own slaves. All right? So when the Christians start their crap about, in Leviticus it says, they're so full of it, these crazy Christians. All religion. Some nuts.
I have another
question. Kathy, so bitter. I thought you were...
Religion's ruining the whole world.
Well, it certainly's got a problem right now.
She sounds like a nice lesbian.
Fundamentalism is ruining the world, and it's interesting. Realize the only religion?
There were some of the priests and nuns in my school were nutbags.
But they're probably fundamentalists. The only religions that have fundamentalism are monotheistic religions. There's no such thing as a polytheist, like Hindu fundamentalists, Buddhist fundamentalists. They don't exist.
Yeah, but the Buddhists also make the 7-year-olds be monks. Okay, they're all bad, Drew.
I also have a question that has to do with the gay issue.
Go ahead.
I was sexually abused when I was very young, when I was 3, 4, and 5.
By whom?
Oh,
by a guy that was our babysitter.
Beautiful thing. Okay.
3.
And, my brother was also sexually abused, but he is straight, and he doesn't have like. I know he has problems with it because he is just. It just seems like that because I mean I'm his sister and we're really close because we both got abused and my oldest brother was
as you know, if you listen to this show, what tends to happen from that is you can have difficulty with their sexual identity, confusion about it, and or really it's sort of a recipe for creating a lack of a better way of saying this, becoming homosexual, and it wires it in. It's not something you can unwire, as you pointed out, Jessica, and it can have about a 60% probability of making one preoccupied sexually towards children. So it's something to watch out with your brother. Maybe talk to him about it if you can get some help with that, because it can be treated. That part at least can be brought along a little bit.
Do you think that because I was sexually abused, that is why I do not like men?
Well, it's not that simple, but there's sort of two ways that people seem to become homosexual, particularly homosexual males. They get sexually abused, and then that affects their sexual orientation. Or they're born that way. Some people are born that way, or some combination of gene-environment interaction. But on this show, we talk mostly to people who have been sexually abused and then have sexual identity.
Is Jessica's brother going to molest kids?
Well, that's the question, and only she's going to be able to get at that, I suspect.
Oh.
And there's treatment, Jessica, for that if he is going that way. Please get him to help before he hurts somebody. That's the bottom line.
Oh, 3 years old.
I know. Real quickly, here's Nancy, 22. Nancy, what's going on there?
I'm here.
Yep, we're here too.
Oh,
Kathy Griffin, the great Kathy Griffin.
Hey, Nancy.
Oh, hey.
Who lives on the D list.
I'm a huge fan.
Oh, thank you.
You as well, Kathy. You're super, super funny.
Oh, I said thank you to the Dr. Drew part. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thanks, Nancy.
That's D list. Well, I'm just saying thank you.
Urinary tract infection.
I'm an expert on this.
Good.
I get like one a month.
Oh, my God. Okay, me too.
Okay, they're a nightmare, right? They're a hellish nightmare.
So painful. And I have been getting them since I've been 18. And I get them after I have sex. And I've been to lots of different doctors, and nobody's been able to give me a reason why. And I think it's related to penis size. Dr. Drew, does that sound, no?
Well, yes. It is related to pressure on the urethra, and that it can be caused by position. It can be caused by what somebody does with their hand or their mouth, and it can be caused by what somebody does with their penis. And some women just get this. They just tend to have a certain amount of reflux of bacterial from the vagina into the bladder, and they just get it. There are women who take antibiotics every day to avoid this, and women who take or take just after intercourse every time as a way of trying to avoid this.
May I interject?
Kathy?
Since I consider myself to be something of an expert, I will say to you, Nancy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
When I was a younger woman and I was having sex, with several men, none of whom
when she was a hoe. When she was a hoe.
I was a hoe in the 80s. No, I know one thing that I used to do was when I was, I would not be so open with the guy about, look, you can't be so rough with your hand, you can't be so rough with your mouth, and you really need to make sure I'm good and lubed up. Because I think some of it is if you're not lubed up enough, and there's so much friction that sometimes, you don't want to stop the guy, and some of these young guys want to go for 17 hours in a row.
That's how to go. Too long is a good.
Too long is the way you get. And the other thing is, I got some really simple, great advice, which was just make sure that right after you're done with intercourse, you pee right away. Make sure you pee.
I do that. I've tried everything from peeing before and peeing after.
All right. So how are you being treated now? How are you being treated? How are you being treated now?
Well, the doctor wanted to do the antibiotic thing every single night. Well, after I have sex, but I didn't want to do that because I know antibiotics. If you take it for so long, I've already been on antibiotics way too much for being 22 years old, and I have a feeling. It's going to take.
What are you afraid?
On my body.
No, it tends not to. The two antibiotics that are used for this, one is called macrodantin, and that one has a side effect on the liver and lungs, which you either get or you don't get. And if you don't get it, it can be tolerated for long periods of time without any significant effect. The other that they use after intercourse is called Septra or Bactrim.
Yeah.
And that one also has no known effect, provided you're not allergic to it. All of these can affect the resistance patterns of of bacteria in your bowel and your bladder and whatnot. And
what
that's
about
an
the way
issue.
she's wiping? Is that an issue?
Sure, and that's an issue for the environment and for all of us, but that's not an issue for you so much.
I will say that I used to get them all the time, and now I don't get them.
Have you tried changing positions?
Yeah, I've tried everything, different positions, and I don't get it all the time after sex. I get it I was getting it continuously with this one guy, and then once I changed partners, I never got it from him, and now
there you go. It was the devil penis. It was the devil penis.
Yeah,
it was.
I'm with this new guy now, and I get it. I've had it twice already from him, but it's just such a hassle. I mean,
well, here's what I suggest you do. Is you pay very careful attention to what you're doing that causes the ear infection. Be prepared to have to take antibiotics a few more times, and see if you can figure out what the two of you are doing mechanically, and then not do that, and you should be much, much better. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
You,
it's not
Thanks,
Nancy,
Kathy.
By the way, Nancy,
it's a nightmare.
As you're finding, Nancy, a common problem. Even the great Kathy Griffin has it.
Oh, plague.
Even
Last time I had to go to the
D-list
hospital,
celebrity-
I had one. It went into my liver and my kidney and the whole thing.
That's good times.
Oh, so much fun being on the IV in a hospital.
Being a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm telling you, women take the lion's share of so many things. We got so much to talk about.
Thank you.
All right, Kathy Griffin is my guest tonight. Adam Carolla is off buying exotic cars in Pebble Beach.
He gets to just take off work for that?
No, well, he has a lot of vacation time.
Well, what if I just want to leave and go to Krispy Kreme right now?
You're welcome to. I mean, you could because you're not. You're here as a kindness of your heart. He has vacation time.
Okay.
All right. The phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191. I'll be right back with Kathy Griffin.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
Heat things up with new Durex warming condoms. There's sex, and then there's Durex.
And it's LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191. Kathy Griffin is our guest and co-host, and we're delighted to have her.
Doling out a lot of very healthy advice.
Straight from the D-list. Healthy advice from the D-list. And let's see. Let's get going straight to it.
I love anal sex.
Okay.
I don't think that was Kathy.
That was not a call.
No. You know, Kathy, just a second, just a sidebar here.
Yeah.
I am so interested in how profoundly different men and women are.
Right.
You know what I mean? And don't you think that particularly sort of for the last 30 or 40 years, we've been telling everybody that men and women are the same?
That's insane.
It is insane, right?
Right.
But don't you remember that in the 70s?
Yes.
Like everybody's the
Turns
same.
out we've done all the studies and Masters and Johnson, and we're all the same.
We're
we have
all
the same sex drive.
Except
we want the same things.
Same way, same
No.
thing, except the man,
Yeah.
some society has converted one group into one set of priorities.
Right.
It's like, no. And the thing I always tell people is, look, there's things called chromosomes that have, a couple thousand genes on it. We differ from our closest chimpanzee relative by a couple hundred genes.
Mm-hmm.
I differ from Kathy by an entire chromosome with thousands of genes on it.
Yes. And
it's different.
The one that I'm really irritated with lately is the one where guys can never be culpable for anything because we're just animals.
Well, that's
sure, I cheated on my wife 14 times, but you know what? We're animals. We do that.
Huge mistake. Right. Guys would also crap on the floor and pee on people too and stuff if they could. You know what I mean?
So you're saying they are animals?
I'm saying they have all kinds of impulses.
And ladies are pretty flowers.
No, I'm saying they have all kinds of impulses that need to be contained.
Yeah.
And the fact they don't contain them doesn't make them not responsible.
Right.
And there's a guy named Lionel Tiger, actually, on my show. I have a show on Discovery Health Channel. And I got to pick
the sex show?
Yeah, and I got to pick all my own guests and stuff. And I got a guy who's a famous biological anthropologist. Wrote a book called The Decline of Males.
Okay.
And he said that throughout human history, the female human has tamed the male. There was females have set the priorities and males have responded.
Well, we have to. We can't leave it up to you guys. Are you kidding?
We won't.
Nobody would bathe.
That's right. We'd run amok.
Right. You'd all be dead from scurvy because you don't clean.
Why aren't women better to one another?
That is the mystery. It is
Yes.
the bane of my existence. It is my Achilles heel.
It's the greatest mystery of all.
Women turning on women. We are our own worst enemy. We turn on each other
The
before
double standard,
man turns on us.
Yes. Double standard
it drives
created by
me
women.
crazy. If you watch Survivor, it's
Nah.
the women, all those men stick together like glue, and the women all turn on each other. I don't know, because there's only strength if we stick together.
Yes.
That's the only way.
That's exactly
I mean,
right.
the idea that, the Supreme Court and men are deciding about women's issues is absurd to me, and yet we let it happen. All those Republican women, we love our John Roberts. We trust him. We trust our president. He knows better than I do. How? How is that even possible?
It's another interesting part of this, too, is that women spend all their time obsessing about men. You read any women's magazine, it's not.
But it's like trying to please them in a way that truly sacrifices themselves.
What?
Not
Why?
trying to please them. I always say that if your boyfriend should at least be as nice to you as your girlfriends. If you had a girlfriend, meaning girl, if you're a girl and you have girlfriends and they cancel on you and they never pick up the tab for lunch, you dump them.
Yes.
But with guys, well, he didn't call, but he just got busy and he was watching the game. No,
Making
same
excuses,
standards.
and then subjugating all your own needs for his.
That is so crazy. It is our downfall.
But
and I feel like the women's movement is going backwards. And it's so frustrating to me.
Well, part of it, isn't it part of it that every movement that removes itself from reality on behalf of ideology gets a backlash?
And
you know
by ideology, I think we're talking about Jesus.
No, I'm talking about
But
the
you
feminism.
know the religious thing is screwing
no,
women.
But
it's so screwing women.
I think the feminism just got detached from reality, so our people went, hey, this is BS, forget it.
Right. And that
then,
whole, like, I remember one time being a kid and someone saying, well, I mean, I believe that women are equal, but I'm not one of those feminists.
Right,
but I thought, how did being a feminist turn into being a bad thing?
Right.
It's a good thing.
Well, because there needs to be a new version of it that's connected to reality.
I guess, but I mean, I don't want to be one of those bra burners. That's what I always heard when I was a kid.
Yeah,
What's so hard about burning your bra? Who cares?
Yeah,
you get a new one.
Did you ever go through a feminist phase?
I'm constantly in feminist phase.
But I mean, in the traditional sense.
Like what?
Now, kind of feminist.
Well, I live as a feminist.
But
the life that I lead is extremely non-traditional.
But that feminism of that day and age was fearful of discussing, for instance, the reality of the biological differences between men and women.
Mm-hmm.
That's where all that stuff about we're all the same came from.
Uh-huh.
So you're sort of a newer version. You're saying let's look at what's real and let's empower women.
Yes.
I think that's what needs
But
to happen.
also, like, I'm not so down with Madonna was empowering. I'm not down with that whole, like, the whole, like, Britney is empowering because she's slutty, but she's rich.
Right.
Like, I don't buy that whole thing. That whole, like, BS of, like, the girls fighting to be with, like, the thug because he's cool, and somehow they're accepted if they're in a bikini rubbing their butt against the thug. Like, that makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you're letting them win at their own game.
Of course.
There's no equity. Like, that whole thing has changed just in my lifetime. I mean, also, there's no, like, when I was a kid, it was Gloria Steinem. Gloria Steinem,
Yes.
she's a role model, and she's attractive, and she's smart, and she started the magazine. Can you think of one person who's like that? We don't have a Gloria Steinem. We don't even have one.
Don't.
I mean, Gwen Stefani's cool.
You sort of have you know what you have is a greater variety of those now. I mean, in a way, Hillary Clinton is one.
Yes.
And Gwen Stefani is one, but on different disciplines, you know what I mean?
But Gwen Stefani also has a song where she repeats over and over and over, "Shut up, you stupid hoe." I mean, that's not something Gloria Steinem would have done.
I'm just saying it's time for some new and open ideas about feminism. I'm just saying.
Okay.
All right, here you go. This now is Logan, who's 15. What's up, Logan? Hey.
What's going on?
Hey, Logan.
Hey, obviously I have a question, so that's why I'm on here.
Right on.
Very funny.
Yeah, thanks. Like, I'm going out with, like, 2 or 3 girls right now, and I'm, like, really, like, sexually active, but in my band that I'm in, like, it's all guys, and I seriously, like, I just have, like, an urge for, like, them. It's just, like, I want to have sex with them. I don't know, like, what's up with that, and, yeah, I was wondering if you can help me out.
Well, either this is bogus.
I'm going to let you take this one, Drew.
Either this is bogus.
Now, I'm interested to know how you and Adam know the bogus calls.
Because
I can't tell.
Because how they make me feel.
It's a gut. It's a visceral. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm on the fence on this one.
Okay.
Or you would say that.
Or you were sexually abused growing up, in which case
yes,
this.
I was. My father.
Okay, so this all starts to make sense then, and then the reason I'm not feeling it is his confusion or the way he expressed himself, whatever.
Okay.
Or it still could be bogus. He could be saying this just to.
Because he knows.
I'll go down that path.
You guys love the sexual abuse. Okay.
I love it. So, Logan, have you ever dealt with that? Have you ever had treatment for the trauma? I mean, just having a dad who's a perpetrator like that is pretty heavy.
Well, the only thing, like, just they separated when I was, like, 4 months old. Like, it was, like, while I was a baby, I think. Like, that's what my mom always tells me. I don't know why.
Oh, really?
It's just really, like...
Are you hypersexual now? I mean, are you sexually compulsive?
Kinda. I don't know. It's... I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not sure, really, dude.
All right. Here's the deal. You sound confused. You're 15. Really what you need to do is nothing right now because...
All right.
I'm just looking for evidence that this is bogus. Any minute I'm expecting some...
I know, because it kind of sounds like he whispered to one of his friends.
Yeah, I'm going to put him on hold for a second.
Okay.
In calls like this, if this is true, what you need to do, Logan, is nothing. Not have girlfriends, not have boyfriends. It's fine you're in a band. It's fine to be attracted to everybody, but don't act on it. That's just going to add to your confusion. If you really are interested in changing, you say, what's up with that? You want to know what to do and how to change. Get somebody with mental health experience, maybe even from school, to kind of sit and talk to you for a while and let you sort these feelings out before you hurt yourself or somebody else. Okay?
Rehearsal's over.
Good. Thank you. Still think that was bogus.
Okay.
See, didn't you feel kind of
I don't know.
Like somebody that really is desperate.
All I know is the gay guys I know, and as you know, I know and have an army of them.
No,
yes,
really?
I know it's a shock.
Shocking.
The gay guys I know really don't want to sleep with women. I cannot tell you how much they don't want to sleep with women. So what I'm hearing, I'm 15, I'm attracted to guys, but I sleep with lots of women.
Well, but that's
that's not my gaze.
That I don't really put him in the gay category. I put him in sort of confused.
All right.
And he may become more clear about his orientation as time goes along, but he's now confused.
And see if the band gets a deal.
That's right. Chris is 27.
Yeah.
Chris? Hey, what's up there? Chris, a female. What's going on?
I let my husband have an affair because he had never been with anybody else.
Oh, Chris.
Oh.
And we split up, and we got back together about 8 months ago, but now I'm having a hard time trusting him.
Now, let's kind of deconstruct
Did you guys get married when you were really young?
Yeah, I was 16.
Oh!
Okay. Here's all the earmarks of what the story you're describing.
Jesus?
No. He's behind everything. At somebody gets married at 16 is running away from home into a marriage. And she runs away and that means there's abuse in the home. So she runs away. She's used to chaos and abuse. She gets a nice guy who's actually available, can't tolerate that, has to make sure she sabotages it, encourages him to have an affair, and then freaks out when he does it. So perfect. You've done it. You've recreated the chaos from your family of origin. And there you go, Chris. Well done.
Now, did your dad have affairs?
No. My mom and dad have been married like 5 or 6 times apiece.
Yeah.
Woo!
Chaos. What was the abuse you were running away from?
It just nobody ever being there. I mean, it was like I got bounced around from house to house to house.
Just chaos. Well, here you go. You're creating it in your current marriage. And is your husband an available, nice guy?
Yeah, he's a nice guy, but he's like really shy and.
Yeah, so he's not enough chaos for you. You got to juice it up. Got to get it going there, Chris.
So how does she? If this is all she's ever known, how does she change?
This Chris requires therapy. You need treatment for this. You're going to screw this marriage up.
I've already gone through counseling and everything.
Gone through it? How many years?
Working on third year.
Third year. You're going through counseling. You're just getting there.
Right.
Okay. And I'm sure you're addressing this in therapy, the craziness of having your husband go have an affair and then not being able to forgive him. You have to encourage him to do it. It's all natural given the chaos you're from, but really what's motivating this, and this is something that kills me, Kathy, really in our society we don't talk about what motivates. We talk about feelings. We're kind of into that now.
Symptoms and
but
fantasies.
Not what motivates you. What makes us from moment to moment choose the things we choose. And then we have Dr. Phil out there who, not to disparage, but it's like,
that a-hole. Come on.
What?
That fool.
But as he's saying, he always saying you just need to choose. Well, what motivates the choices and what prevents you from making good choices is really something neurobiological, something very much deeper. And in Chris's case, she can't tolerate closeness. Proximity of other people is too much, so you got to inject some chaos.
She also hasn't had any.
Right.
So every time she got close to somebody, they moved or she had to move.
Of course, but that she compulsively has to recreate that. It's repetition, compulsion, and now she's done it.
Yeah.
So the only way to undo that is with a skillful clinician, really.
I just want to put something out there. Yeah. I know people that are in therapy, and they've been in therapy for a while, and they don't get better.
Yep, it happens.
But, okay.
Some people are not candidates for therapy.
But also, sometimes don't you think it's bad if the therapist just sort of agrees with everything you say? And
yeah, there's talent.
And also there are therapists that probably don't know when you're fooling them. Like I had a really brilliant friend once who went to MIT, and he would sort of get off on fooling his therapist.
Well, but that is to the patient's detriment only. You know what I mean? Why bother? Number one. But number two, drug addicts do that all the time. That's why drug addicts can't be treated with therapy, because they BS and manipulate, and their brain is demanding they get back to drugs. And it's easy to BS somebody who's not a recovering person. So if you get another recovering person in front of you, a sponsor, who can see all the earmarks and knows when you're in your disease and when you're not, you can't pull that crap off.
But my question is, if she's in counseling now or therapy for a couple years, maybe time to switch to therapist?
Maybe. And she doesn't sound like somebody who's really highly motivated to change. She doesn't really didn't put all those pieces together. We put together in a minute and a half. I mean, you may need somebody. Different people need different kinds of therapies, and I frankly don't fully get how you choose what for whom. There's cognitive behavioral therapies.
But to me, if after a certain amount of time, 6 months, a year, whatever, and you see no change,
if you're unable,
somebody's not working the therapy. Either the therapist isn't working it, or you're BSing or something.
It's usually the patient. But sometimes, some people have cognitive behavioral therapies where you sort of bring things to consciousness and make different choices and understand things. That's very popular right now. There's a lot of evidence that works and works efficiently. I'm not a huge fan of that.
Of what?
Of the cognitive behavioral therapies.
What does that mean?
It's like saying, well, let's take Chris. We were talking to Chris. Can you see the connections between what you're doing here? Well, let's look at things you might be able to do to make changes to do things better and to understand what that. And after you make those changes, we'll come back and talk about them and see how that felt, as opposed to somebody just sitting and listening to you, and forming a deeper relationship, which is I think what Chris actually needs is a real capacity to tolerate intimacy, and that doesn't happen so much with the cognitive behavioral therapies. Now, all the radios have turned off all over the country. I've successfully bored everybody. We'll take another break. We've got Darcy on hold who can only orgasm with her legs closed.
I'd like to see a picture of that.
We will talk to her about it.
At least a mental picture.
1-800-LOVE-191. Dr. Drew here with Kathy Griffin, and we will return.
Hello, this is your radio. LoveLine will be right back.
We are here with Kathy Griffin, the great Kathy Griffin.
Hello.
1-800-LOVE-191, and we are talking to Darcy, who can only orgasm with her legs closed. And Kathy wants a picture.
I want your secret, Darcy. Because I don't see this as a problem. I hope that this is just a helpful tip.
Well, I can't orgasm in a missionary position, and it's just it's frustrating. Can you hear me? I'm going.
No, you need to get to a spot where we can't hear you. You need to get to a spot where you got better cell phone reception, or get to a landline or something, and we're going to kind of go to another call now while we're waiting for her to do that, even though Kathy's holding her breath, waiting for those tips.
I want to know.
Well, let's talk about that for a second. A lot of women, I think that's one of the reasons that women have difficulty having orgasm with intercourse. They can't quite get their legs in that locked position they like.
I don't have orgasm from intercourse ever.
You have
ever.
Well,
it's all oral and manual.
Most women. That is most women.
I feel like it's a whole different area. You have like the area where you orgasm, and then like a few centimeters down is a whole other party.
It's a receptive area.
Yes.
The receiving.
The receiving area and the orgasm area are a little too far apart.
You got to know that.
Not 6 inches apart. And it's not like I'm a freak, but
but
I do really think a lot of women lie about it. I think a lot of women, you get them alone, private conversation, and then they'll go, well, I don't really orgasm through intercourse either.
Most women do not.
Most women don't.
And yet the women's magazine suggests that everyone should if you just do the right technique.
And then you do.
There's some good data that just came out recently that shows that, in fact, it has nothing to do with technique or very little, and it's all genetically predetermined.
Oh, thank God.
And most women do not have orgasm with intercourse.
No.
But they do have an experience, all women have, that bewilder men, and that is this experience of receiving, this receptivity thing, which I suspect is what allows women to have intercourse occasionally, not orgasm, and still be satisfied. Mm-hmm. And for a man, that is, what?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. No. And that's when the guy comes on like, well, we got to make sure you have an orgasm. It's impossible. You're just not telling me, but you must be very frustrated, unhappy.
No, I think it's great to have a lot of satisfaction from intercourse without an orgasm, but it's better with an orgasm. I'm just saying in my experience, when you don't get the orgasm, but you have the nice intercourse, the guy's sleeping at the wheel.
But and again, there's a spectrum.
It's pleasurable, but it wouldn't kill him to get down there.
But how could it be?
Put in a good
how could it not frustrate? I mean, some women insist on the orgasm. They insist, but a lot of women go, no, it's fine. That's really totally satisfying without it. What?
That's when you're like, that's like first date. No, and you don't necessarily have to get the orgasm. You just have nice intercourse, fun time.
It's not you.
Yeah.
Because you're saying that that's not okay for you. And again, because women have those 2 X chromosomes, there's all this diversity amongst women. Mm-hmm. Each woman is very different than the other because the thing that makes her a female is this huge bit of genetic material that men don't have.
But are you saying that some women actually claim that they prefer to just have regular intercourse without the orgasm?
But that they can genuinely say, and let's have some callers ring in on this one. They'll say, I don't need an orgasm. I'm perfectly satisfied with what we just did.
I'd say it's satisfying. I don't know if I'd go perfectly.
Yeah, that's you.
That's me.
Let's see if anybody can say perfectly satisfying. All right. Let's go to Becca, who's 18. Becca?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on there?
Hey, I'm 18. I've been sexually active since I was about 15 years old.
Uh-huh.
And from that time, I've had a problem. First of all, you said previously that most women don't orgasm during sex, so good. That's not a huge problem. But I switch partners so often that I had to sit down and make a list because I couldn't remember all of them, and it freaked me out how long this list went.
Okay. How many was it?
Oh, God, I think 20.
Okay, there's that.
That's a lot by 18,
That's
right?
a lot by 18.
Okay.
And I didn't say that people don't have orgasm with sex. They don't have it with intercourse. Women don't have it with...
But also, obviously, a lot of women don't have orgasm with sex at all.
Under 22.
Oh,
after that, it's a really small number.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, are you not orgasm at all, Becca?
I don't orgasm during intercourse with a male. I don't.
But you will with oral sex? With a woman?
I've never been with another woman. I've never
she said
had
with a
oral
male.
sex performed on me. I'm a giver.
You've never had oral sex? Well, Becca,
that's high school. Yeah. Now, what about manual?
Pardon?
What about manual? His hands?
Not from someone else. If it's from me, like fine, perfect. I know exactly what to do, though. You know,
good to go.
And usually the problem is I don't stay with someone long enough for them to know.
Right.
Plus, she's with 18-year-old guys, and they suck in bed.
Yes, absolutely. And she just said the other thing, which is that she will not stay with somebody long enough to develop that rapport where she can get things done.
And they can practice.
Why not?
Well, I'm just kind of worried that like I'm gonna form like some sort of like self-abusing thing because I know it's not mentally like healthy to go because I'll stay with someone for maybe a month or less. Like I can't.
Why not? Tell me why. Then why not form a relationship?
I have, but I've had two very serious relationships, and they both ended disastrously. Where I was completely.
All right, Becca, hold on. We actually have to go again to break, and.
But.
I know. I want to go back to Becca. We will
after.
So don't hang up on her, please, Becca. Hang on. We're going to do this quick break, and we will pick up with you in just a second with Kathy Griffin.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Dateline. You looking to hook up? Sick of wasting time with the wrong person?
Dateline. One call's all you need to make.
Call the Dateline. 877-889-DATE.
Call the Dateline. LoveLine will be right back. LoveLine will be right back.
That's right. LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191. Kathy Griffin here, sitting in for Mr. Corolla, who's at a Pebble Beach car rally with all his hoity-toity friends. Literally millionaires. Literally. Man. And we were talking to Becca, who is 18, had a lot of sex, a lot of different people, but two disastrous relationships amongst those.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
So you've been burned by love, so you want to just go from guy to guy, maybe?
I'm hoping that's the extent of it.
Well, here's the deal. If your dad took off when you were 8 or 10 or something, it could be a little more serious than that. So what happened?
My parents got divorced when I was 12, and then we moved to a different town, and my sister also went with him. So
well, there you go. There you go. So you've got these issues of extreme feelings of tender abandonment when it comes to men. So when a guy lets you down, it re-exposes you. I mean, listen, when you're 16, you have a relationship. It's supposed to break up. That's a healthy thing. But for you, it's devastation because it reawakens all those horrible feelings about when Dad left. And that's really the problem here, is that you can't be more flexible about your feelings and realize, okay, we were 16, it didn't work out. I'm going to find a guy with whom it can work out.
When I was 16, it wasn't so devastating because when I got into a relationship, I realized that, and I said, this is not going to be a serious thing at all. But the guy I was dating when I was 16, or 15, he turned out to be gay, so that was kind of a shock. And then when I was 17 till I was 18, I dated someone else, and it was a little bit more serious. And that did hurt a lot, but it's, I don't know, my dad was abusive when I was a child, and if I don't...
Becca, you described those two relationships as devastating. So now don't back off from that. The fact is you have all these issues about men, abusive dad who abandoned you, you find men who are not available, and then you feel abandoned. Well, there you go. This is how humans are wired. We have something called a repetition compulsion. When something bad happens to us as a kid, we repeat it over and over and over again.
Because we're trying to make it right.
That's I think it's even more fundamental. We're just wired up that way once it happens, and we just are required by our brain to do it over and over. And it's time to stop, all right? It's time to actually go have a relationship. And if you can't, That's when
That's
therapy
okay,
kicks
too.
in. Well, but
She
yes.
doesn't have to jump into a relationship. She's 18.
You're absolutely right. But
She can hang around with groups.
But if she's hanging with multiple guys, that's going to make
Going guy to guy is bad.
That's bad. And doing nothing for a while is a good thing. But if you really have trouble with closeness to other people, that's a time to consider therapy. This is Roger, 16.
Hi, how's it going, Dr. Drew?
Hey, Roger.
Hey, yeah, so I was calling because I don't know if you've heard of a philosopher whose name is Hegel.
Yeah, I know Hegel.
You know Hegel? Okay, I don't know if you're familiar with his philosophy of master and slave.
No, that's Nietzsche.
Is
Nietzsche had mastered. Hegel is the spirit of history, the for which the owl of Minerva spreads its wings only with the setting of dusk. The spirit knows itself through the cunning of wisdom.
Stop showing off, because we have a
great men.
teenager who wants to talk about master and slave, and I'm getting nervous because I think he's got like a 14-year-old in the basement chained up.
No. Nietzsche felt that our current morality was based on a master-slave mentality that came out of the early part of civilization, where everything about the people in power was bad, and everything about the people who were the underdogs was good, and that became the basis of our morality, and he calls that the master-slave morality.
Well, actually, I learned something different. What it was, I don't know. We didn't really study Nietzsche, but what I learned about Hegel is actually kind of different. What it is that, like, when people are young or like when they're babies, they establish themselves as either a master or a slave. And when they grow up, they search for their counterpart. Like, if you're a slave, you search for a master, and if you're a master, you search for a slave. And I thought that fit in well with one of your theories, where if, like, girls are abused when they're younger, they'll search for chaotic things.
It's true. It's true. I've never read Hegel's specific stuff on that, but
well, then I guess you've been served by a 15-year-old.
I'm going to go read more Hegel. Read more Hegel. Thank you, Roger. Very interesting. And Hegel was a smart guy. He was sort of.
I just want to make.
He's what
I'm
they call
not
an
sure he
idealist.
doesn't have a 13-year-old in the basement chained up. Can we just clarify that, please?
No 13-year-old chained in the basement.
Okay, good. Thanks.
All right, Roger. Thanks a lot. It's interesting. I will read more Hegel. That's what that means. This is. Let's see. Oh, here is somebody who says she's fine without the orgasm. Jill, 19. Right? Jill?
Hello?
Hi there. What's going on, Jill?
Oh, hi. Yeah, no, I totally agree with what you were saying, that it's totally, like, I have orgasms, but, like, every once in a while, I won't or something, and, like, I think, and I'm totally fine without having it, and I'm someone that can have them also, so.
And so don't your male partners freak out when you say, no, that's fine, that's it?
No, yeah, I totally understand what you mean by that, too, but I think it also, like, a huge part of it is, like, the relationship you're in. Like, I'm in a great, like, really loving relationship, so he understands that, too.
Of course.
He won't freak out about that or whatever, but I think that has a lot to do with the whole, like, you can have one without, you can be satisfied without actually having an orgasm. Like it.
You're sure he's not just being lazy sometimes and kind of phoning it in?
No, I promise. Like, honestly, like,
no,
I mean,
here's what this is.
Offer to, whatever, but he also, like, I think understands, like, okay, it's fine without actually going through that. Like, I don't know.
And Jill, here's what I want you to do. Is next time Kathy Griffin's on, I want you to be the first caller because she wants some normal callers to start with, and Jill's nice and normal.
I'm so glad she didn't get, ass raped by her father 10 minutes ago.
Nothing like that, I guarantee it.
She didn't just come back from the hospital. She has AIDS.
No.
Like, I can't believe I haven't gotten that call yet. I just got ass raped 10 minutes ago. I have AIDS call.
Yeah, it's okay. The show would be boring if it was all a bunch of me calling in, so.
No.
Well, it's a breath of fresh air.
Some people.
And are you going to college now?
Yeah, I go to San Diego State University.
Oh, well, it will be trouble, though, so it's...
It's okay.
Don't
survive for 2 years. I'm going
if Mark Cuban not Mark Cuban, who's Joe Francis from Girls Gone Wild comes to the campus, just run the other way.
Okay.
And don't have any of those roofies. Don't let the boys give you roofies.
Well, just don't go to the roofie bar.
Don't go to the
San Diego State has a
roofitorium,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Amanda's 23.
Hi, I'm actually also a normal caller, Kathy.
Yeah.
Phew.
I heard you guys talking about the whole orgasm thing, and I'm 23. I've never had an orgasm, and I thoroughly enjoy sex.
Oh, you are ruining it for all of us. Every teenage guy is like, woo, I'm hooked up. I don't have to do anything.
But now you're at an age, though, where you really should start having them. That would be sort of normal. It's oftentimes the case that women don't wire up until they're about in their early 20s, and then after that, it sort of starts to happen.
Yeah.
Are you in a relationship?
I'm not right now. I've been listening to you forever, so I'm like, okay, as soon as I hit 23, I should be, like, good to go. So hope
You
I'm
should
right.
be. It's time to put a little effort
There
into
should be
it,
orgasms just shooting out of your vagina in rapid fire.
Virgina?
Yes, Virgina.
Oh, Kathy, how dare you? West Virginia, you say you're from, or Chicago? West Virginia.
Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's all good, though, right, Amanda?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to say that, like, I enjoy sex because of whatever intimacy or, whatever. I mean, it's not like I don't get anything out of it just because I don't orgasm. It's still pleasurable to me, even though
But it wouldn't be better if you had an orgasm?
She doesn't know. She never had one.
Oh, okay.
I would assume so, but yeah.
You'll get there.
And I'm also,
go ahead.
I can't do anything through clitoral stimulation. That does nothing for me.
Really?
Huh.
So it's all the receptacle.
Yes.
Well, you should
I heard
still.
you talking about the genetics of it, and I was like, well, is that like a passed down from your mother kind of thing?
This one
I blame
article.
my mother for everything.
Yeah,
Every chance I get.
It's really not specifically. It hasn't yet been proven to be specifically from the female parent. However, if you feel nothing below your waist, that tends to be a sign of what they call
paralysis.
Somatic dissociation. That means something bad happened to you when you were a baby. But I think what this is more, Amanda, I suspect, is that it's just coming time where it's going to start to feel more arousing.
Right. Okay.
But you're gonna have to fool around. Oral sex is the answer here, and you're gonna have to have a
And
boyfriend.
don't let him off the hook every time. Don't be like, oh, you can go now. It was perfect. They can punch in.
Well,
Seriously.
no,
They can punch the clock.
Sex, but I actually enjoy. I don't know what I can say, but I enjoy intercourse more.
Okay, good times.
All right.
All right.
Well, she's every guy's dream.
Bye, Amanda. Thank you. Yeah, right. Doesn't have to worry about anything. Doesn't have to clock in. No check in. No oral sex. Maybe nest. Okay, this is Lance, who's 28.
Hey, Drew. How are you?
I'm good, Lance. How are you?
I'm great. Hey, Kathy. I just want to say how much I love you.
Lance, you doll.
Are you one of her?
I'm of the
You're gay.
homosexual persuasion, so it's like biological or something. I have to love you.
We are magnetically drawn to one another.
Thank you. Anyways, I just got tested for HIV for the very first time. I know that's bad, but it came out negative. But my doctor started telling me something crazy about, it could take up to 5 years to, show up on a test or something.
Well, there have been reported cases of that, but the vast majority will have shown up within 6 months.
Okay, because I couldn't imagine my boyfriend believing that, you know what I'm saying, I got it 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Do you use condoms?
I've been bad lately, but I do.
Lance!
I know.
I have to be strict with my gays every so often. You got to put a condom on. There's not even any difference in feeling. Come on.
This was totally my lesson I learned. I mean, I'm a change.
You were at the white party. It was a hot night in Palm Springs. One thing led to another.
Thank you.
Then all of a sudden, the twinks are there with the bears and the circuit boys. I know. I know how you boys get.
Oh, I know you know.
Want to translate that for me a little bit? Twinks?
Yeah.
So 5 years is just don't believe that, or what?
Well, no, I'm not saying don't believe it. He's not saying something. He's not lying to you, but it's very rare that it takes that many years for it to turn positive.
It's like Pam Anderson saying that she got Hep C from a doorknob. It's possible, but it was probably from Tommy Lee.
Yes.
And
not only that, there are some DNA-specific probes for HIV. You could perhaps get something like that if you're really concerned about the possibility. Again, this is John, who's 18. John, what's going on?
Hi. Listen, I don't know why I've been feeling so guilty lately because I slept with a friend of mine that I was in love with for a really, really long time.
A guy?
Yeah, it was a guy. I'm gay. But I slept with him. I was in love with him. Jesus Christ. I don't know. He had a boyfriend.
Jesus Christ, getting into the act again.
It's always Jesus' fault. You know me. All right, so you slept with your friend's friend, but you're in love with the friend's friend.
No. I slept with one of my best friends, and he has a boyfriend who's one of my best friends. And I feel really guilty. I don't know how. I don't know why I feel so guilty, and because I've been in love with this guy since I was 16.
Wait, you're in love with the guy you slept with, or in love
his
with
friend.
I was in love with the guy that I slept with.
Okay, but the friend, you feel like you violated his trust.
Exactly.
Well, you did.
Yeah.
Right. I don't mean to make you feel worse, but you did. I mean, you sort of violated some cardinal rules there, right? You don't sleep with your friends.
Are you gonna break up the two guys or no?
Well, originally what happened was this happened a week ago too. The one guy, the guy that I had sex with, he was gonna move in with me because he wasn't happy where he was.
Was he with your friend?
Yeah, with my friend.
Uh-oh.
You mean move in platonic like roommates, or you're a couple now?
Move in I have no clue what he was thinking.
Well, I tell you what John's thinking. John's thinking penis.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's when we slept together, then afterwards he opened up to me and was just he just completely tore his soul out to me. I did not expect it.
I was just not ready for what he was about to say, and I don't even know where the relationship stands today. I haven't talked to him because I'm too afraid to.
All right.
So you bit off a little more penis than you could chew.
Yeah, literally. Here's the deal, John. This is a mess, right?
Yeah.
It's a mess. You are going to have to some part of this. One of these relationships is not going to survive, or both of them, perhaps. The healthiest thing probably would be for you to get away from both these guys, because they have to work out their relationship. Once they do that, if your one you really like is available, let a few months go by and then go ahead and step in. That'd probably be the best thing to do. Otherwise, you're going to be taking your best friend's lover. You're going to be doing that, and you're going to lose your good friend.
Yeah.
And God knows, this guy sounds a little chaotic. He's goofing around. He's cheating. It just sounds like kind of a...
Wants to move in a little too soon.
Not necessarily a guy...
What are you, lesbians? The lesbians move in after one date, not the gay men.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure it's a guy you want to be in that kind of relationship with. Crystal is 18.
Hello.
Hey there.
Hi. Okay. First of all, okay, I love both of you.
Crystal.
Okay.
Kathy and I should take it on the road.
I know. If your last name was Meth, that would be a great drag queen name. But you're a woman, and I'm sorry.
God. You're not.
Only if you were a male drag queen, not since you're a lovely woman.
Thank you. Okay. I've been dating this guy for just like 2 months. I met him it was like a drunken night, the whole whatever teenage thing.
But good times.
So I met him. I totally like him. He was totally, fun and nice and everything at first. And now just as the weeks are going by, he's getting really distant. And I know, we've only been dating for 2 months, so I mean, it's not like we should be getting married and everything. But
did you freak him out? Did you get in too far too fast?
I don't know.
Have you read Greg Barron's book? He's Just Not That Into You.
No.
Oh, you got to watch Oprah.
Oh, great.
So Greg Barron wrote a book.
Do you like Oprah?
I have a love-hate for Oprah.
We're going to talk about this.
She goes down pretty hard in my latest special. Yeah. But, Crystal, I think you should get this book because women are finding it life-changing. It's by Greg Barron, and it's called He's Just Not That Into You.
What it is.
Because it's a lot. You know the book, right?
Yeah, he's just telling you how men think.
Yeah,
and it's for the first time.
Because a lot of us women, we don't really want to face the signals, and it sounds like the signals is that this guy is just not that into you.
He was a guest on this show, Drew.
Yeah, and also
no, that was the other guy. Was that him?
Barrett, yeah, that was Greg Barrett.
Oh,
Barrett.
Really?
And the cool thing is, it probably has nothing to do with you. So you can take comfort in the fact that if he's pulling you away, it's probably he has some other agenda, or maybe he's.
Yeah, I don't want to cut you off, but that's the thing with him is he's had one girlfriend, and he was with her for 4 years. When I ask about their relationship at all, he still refers to it that he was dating her for 4 years. And
when did that end?
2 years ago.
How old is he?
He's 22. He'll be 23 next week.
Loser.
No.
Yeah, loser.
But what I'm thinking is okay, if I'm dating somebody for 4 years, aren't we together?
That's what I'm saying.
Are we boyfriend and girlfriend? We're together. We're not just dating. Dating is what me and him are doing right now.
Right.
You know?
That's what I'm
2
saying.
months.
Loser.
And then he said that he's had a problem. He had a problem telling her that he loved her. When she first said it to him.
Perfect.
Because they were still dating.
Yeah, he's not. This guy is not.
He's too immature.
Yeah, whatever it is, he has a problem with closeness. He's not good in relationships.
But then we've had sex, and maybe we shouldn't have.
By the way, that is irrelevant from a guy's perspective.
Okay. What?
That means nothing to the relationship.
Was the sex great?
No, because he.
Ouch.
He didn't. He just wouldn't last. It was in and out, and hey, thanks. See you
Crystal,
later.
this guy's bringing nothing to the table.
Loser.
And you're wonderful. And I want to set you up with, I don't know who, I only know gay guys, but I know that there's a wonderful man out there that will actually let you have an orgasm, and then you'll like it.
And would say that you're his girlfriend.
Right. He'll use the word girlfriend.
And the L word.
And you don't have to be drunk.
But then there's times that he's totally sweet, and we have so much fun together. And
guys like that, that's their bread and butter.
Well,
that is their whole bread and butter, is that they
do.
know that when they turn it on every so often, you're living on crumbs.
Here's what you do, Crystal. Here's what you do.
Yes.
You date other guys.
Really?
it's fine to date a guy like this, but to assume that it's going to be the one or a relationship.
But I'm not. You know.
I don't mean the one you're going to marry.
But
I
it
mean
sort
the
of
one
sounds
you're
like
going to
she
be
wants
committed
to fix him too, because he's a fixer-upper.
I know.
And who has the time? Let somebody else fix him.
See, that's what I'm thinking. I'm talking to my sisters, and they're like my best friends, and they're like, don't think that it's you. Don't think it's a problem that you have. It's him. You know.
Right.
And
yes, they're right.
It's just the stage that he's at in his life. But I'm like, well, I totally want to like hold on to it and see if he gets through it. You know.
I would suggest.
That guy.
Yeah, it's a little more serious than you think.
Right.
think so? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
He
little.
may never come out of it. He might be like this when he's 30.
He might have permanent attachment issues.
Oh.
And a guy, this is different than the guy. You know, if he had said, you know, I had a girl for 4 years. It was great. We were in love. But, you know, at this point in my life, I'm just kind of dating around. And you're great, but I'm just not up for commitment right now. That's different than.
And if he had said that during the 42nd minute of intercourse.
That's the other thing. The no effort there in the important.
He's got to think of baseball players or whatever, because that's ridiculous.
Well, there's a medicine coming out, by the way. A medicine going to double guys' time.
And the whole sex thing, like he tells me that like it's not important. He doesn't have to have sex. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, what? Well, it's not like important. You don't have to, but it's something that I like to do. Like if I'm, emotionally.
All the signals are all confused.
It sounds like
does
he's
not
kind
compute.
of being controlling, and he's running the show too.
It does not compute. It also means that
Crystal.
he's not that into you.
But then so I'm starting to think.
Hey, Crystal, who are you trying to convince? It's done. It's over. Forget it. You
Crystal.
can't convince us anything.
So many more fish in the sea.
Yes. Okay.
What city is she from?
She's from San Jose.
Oh, there's a lot of cute guys there.
Come on, San Francisco, Santa Cruz, around the corner.
Right.
So. Skylar, 16.
Oh, I can only have sex with a chick watching. Or
you know what?
Normal,
can we at least say
natural.
hello? I mean, can we say hello? How's your?
Perfectly normal, perfectly natural.
Well, I'm
what?
Of course not.
Embarrassed right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but also I'm laughing at a woman calling another woman a chick.
Well, I called women chicks.
Kathy, she's from Riverside.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
No, how old is she?
16.
Wow. So go ahead, Drew. Let's see what you got.
Yeah,
Start from the beginning.
That's heavy.
This ought to be good.
I'm just looking at the clock here, thinking how much time do I have? That's heavy, right, Skylar?
To me, I do have a normal life.
No, maybe you do now.
Wait, is it sex with a guy and a woman watches?
Excuse me?
Is it that you're having sex with a man and the woman watches?
She can watch, and yes, with a man, or she can be part of either one.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
Like 14.
Like 14 or 14?
14.
Or 9.
I think I was raped around 14.
Raped around 14.
Oh,
okay,
Skylar.
Hang on, it's beginning to come into focus.
Oh.
And so a rape at 14.
No, I'm so used to rape. Like
Hang on, stop.
Whoa.
A rape at 14 usually means sexual abuse prior. So who sexually abused your growing up?
Did she just? I'm sorry. Did I misunderstand? Did she say I'm so used to rape?
She's gonna mean sexual abuse is what she's gonna be talking about, right?
Yeah, like my dad had touched me when I was like 3 to 5.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. So here we go. So this whole I have a normal life, Skylar. You can just throw that out the window. You've had a very pathological life as you're growing up, and it affects.
I'm like totally used to being hit with a belt or.
I can't take it.
All that used to the business of being used to and having dealt with it.
I want to go to Skylar's house and kill everyone there but Skylar.
The way you get used to it is by changing your brain, and the brain changes in order to tolerate these things in ways that are not healthy. And the symptom of that right now is some of this bizarre sexual stuff you're getting into at a very, very young age. So let's put that aside and really work on Skylar and her emotional health.
Where's Dad now?
Have you?
He's in Hawaii doing whatever he pleases. My stepdad's with me. Well, he's not exactly my stepdad. He doesn't want me to be his daughter.
Oh, boy. So. Have you been in psychiatric hospitals or anything?
I've been counseling. I've gone to Moonridge Academy at the clinic for
Right. So do you have so you're an addict also?
Oh, no, I'm like totally against drugs.
You're just a cutter.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Intervention on A&E?
No.
Oh, you should watch it. It's such a good show. And they had a cutter on there, and you'd probably relate to it. It was a really good episode.
Do you have a borderline personality disorder?
Not that I know of.
They've never used that term?
Not that I know of.
I have one listening to this story.
You're getting one, developing one?
Yes.
All right, so Skylar, here's the deal. Are you involved? So you've had all this therapeutic stuff, right? You've gone to the therapeutic schools. Why don't you start digging into that a little bit? Why don't you start listening to the people that are there to help you, getting involved in that, realizing that every great idea you have is going to come out of a brain, of an environment in your brain that is altered by all those horrible experiences you had. And every choice, every judgment, every idea you have is going to be sort of a bad one, because it's going to be ways of trying to adapt to these horrible, horrible things that happen. And throw yourself into a program where there are people there who can sort of guide you, take direction. It's going to be the hardest thing in the world for you. Take direction. Trust somebody else. When you've been physically...
Not your dad.
Yeah, when you're physically and sexually abused like that, the one
and
thing...
not the chick watching.
...that suffers the most is trust, particularly from people in authority. And what I'm asking you, Skylar, to help yourself is to take direction and be willing and to trust people who are there to try to help you. That's all they're there for, is to help you, not to amuse themselves, not to make money. They wouldn't do this work if they didn't like it. Yes, they have to make a living, and so you won't trust that because they make money off
And
it.
how old is she?
She's 16.
What if just no sex for 3 months? Is that a start?
Absolutely. That's
just none at all. Just not even any.
Every idea you
will
have...
live without sex for 3 months.
Here's what you need to think to yourself. Every idea I have is a bad one.
And
okay?
who's the guy that's banging her?
I don't want to.
And then the chick's watching.
You can kill him with all.
I'm gonna go to Hawaii and kill the dad.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna tour.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna kill everyone who's ever known Skylar.
Good. Okay.
And then I'm just gonna, I don't know, put her at, I don't know, I would say a convent, but you know I don't like Jesus. So I can't go convent.
Maybe go the Kabbalah route. We'll put her on
Kabbalah. You know what? Fine. Put a red string on her wrist.
Put her in
Kabbalah. Nobody ever died
mansion.
from Kabbalah.
Okay.
Fine.
All right, it's time for another break.
Oh,
time is zooming along, Kathy. Are we not having fun tonight?
Slow down,
Okay.
Skylar.
Got so much we have
Slow
to talk
down.
about. Slow down, Skylar.
Oh, Skylar.
It's 1-800.
3 to 5.
Please,
the dad molested.
We got a bunch of open spaces here for calls. So you can call
I
in
want to
and
hear
talk
about
to
LASIK people. I have a whole
Okay.
LASIK
story and thing.
story.
Good. A 1-800.
Anyone complications from LASIK?
Bad story?
Yes. I want to hear all of your
Yeesh.
LASIK stories.
1-800-LOVE-191.
LoveLine, we'll be right back. Call on the 1-800-LOVE-191.
LoveLine is brought to you by Playboy. If you're a baseball fan, you'll love Jessica Canseco's wild interview in September's Playboy. If you're not a baseball fan, you'll love Jessica Canseco's wild pictorial in September's Playboy. Either way, it's on sale now.
On this week's Fair Enough, the Big Tobacco Posse has some great ideas for improving sales to the black community.
Toe rings. What about toe rings?
It's based off a 1989 team brainstorm.
They use words like fresh.
LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191. Kathy Griffin. Kathy, do we express to you clearly enough how much we love you here? Producer Ann.
I can't get enough.
Do we not love Kathy Griffin?
And
Yeah.
just reading a magazine.
Yeah, but what I want you to know is I've never during a show do I get to lay eyes on Ann. That means
that's nice.
she's enjoying the show. She's sitting here. She's close to you.
I love Ann.
So, and she loves you, and we thank you for coming in tonight. And
Ann got me Foo Fighters tickets once,
you know how much
and
fun
I'm
we have
her
when
best
Adam's
friend
not
forever.
here. It's like we're
I
free.
know,
We're
exactly.
free at last.
Right.
Oh my
Less
goodness.
hair.
Now,
it's great.
let's ass
There's
hair.
actually skin in between our eyebrows.
There's less ass hair. Let's be
Right,
specific.
right.
You can't articulate yourself any better than that.
Nope, that's me. Here's Tim, who's 24.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
We're having a good time.
Hey, I just want to say first off, Kathy, we love you here.
Thank you.
Are
Appreciate
you
you're
in
the greatest.
Are you in Chicago?
You really are.
I'm from Chicago.
No, but
I'm just south of Chicago. I tell everybody I'm just south of Chicago because nobody knows where I'm at.
where are you,
So
Champaign or Evanston? Where are you?
just south Peoria.
Peoria, Illinois.
Oh, that's pretty far.
Yeah.
I was going
Yeah,
to tell
it's
you to
about
come see me in
2.5
Skokie, but that's quite a drive.
Yeah, we got.
I'm going to do a night
cool,
September I think 17th. I'm doing 2 shows at the Skokie Center East. It's a beautiful
Oh, really?
community theater. Yes.
That's a little, just about 2 hours north of us.
Well, if you feel like the drive, I promise to make you laugh.
You know what?
Well, we might have to be there.
No one is nicer than people in the Midwest.
Yes.
It's just
We're corn-fed. We have the Midwestern common sense. We're no BS.
super nice.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So what's going on, Tim?
Is there a light bulb up your butt? Because now it's going to be like there's a light bulb up my butt and it's sore. What do I do?
But you asked nicely.
Yeah.
Not exactly my question, but
Okay, good.
I'm hearing from a lot of guys, and myself included, who feel pretty average, that there's a lot of products out there, devices, etc., that can make us either feel larger or get larger, or you know what I mean? Just
Yeah, what are all those
more
spam emails that I get about?
BS for the most part.
Okay.
But do you have a size problem?
You know, I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen or been able to compare myself to a lot of guys.
Well,
but,
what are your
I guess
dimensions? And I'll do the comparing right now.
dimensions?
Yeah.
At least 7.5, 8 inches. I mean,
No, that's big, right?
Yeah,
Really?
that's way
That's
above
really
normal.
big, yeah.
It's way above normal.
Really?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
85% of men are in these sort of 5.5 to 6.5. I think it's 5 to 6 right
Because
now.
guys exaggerate, you know, guys.
Well, is
So,
there any
Tim,
truth to the products or the creams, etc., that are out there? I mean,
no, basically, the only thing that works is the surgeries, and you do not need
Oh.
a surgery.
What do they do, surgery?
Surgery, they cut just above the pubic bone here, and they go in and they basically, I actually did this surgery. I assisted in it. You tear off the tendon from the bone, so the penis sort of hangs out about another inch.
Okay.
And then they unglove the penis. They take all the skin off.
Oh.
And they sew in what looks like a Pop-Tart. It's basically cadaver tissue and sort of a flat plane. And
Why
then
is it flat? Shouldn't it be like a...
it's just like it's a tube, but it sews around.
I mean, like,
and then they pull the skin
He
back
just wants
up.
some cream, okay? He doesn't want the glove taken off.
As I said, Tim, the answer is no.
Okay.
And then they pull the skin back up, and then they sew things back in. And
So at the
there you
end of the
go.
day, you get what, an inch?
Get about an inch of girth and an inch of length, and that's about the best you can
It's
do.
worth it, fellas.
Wow.
Ouch.
There you go.
Woo.
I mean,
And
they
I will
can't,
tell you,
like-
here's the deal,
I mean,
Tim.
I've
You
heard
have
about
you have a
transplants and stuff like that, but I mean, I'm not looking for that, obviously. But you know,
Not if you're
everybody
7.5
else does.
inches.
Tim, you have an extra large penis, so and you're
Thank
worrying about the size. That means you have extra low self-esteem. That men that preoccupy about their penis size that are normal or large are not having a penis size problem. They're having a self-esteem problem.
Oh boy.
And so what
There's
you need
no
to do
cream for that.
get a GD job that makes you feel good about yourself, or a hobby, or something you can feel worthwhile as a result of, and on from there.
Mhm.
It's Chris,
Hi.
18.
Hi. How you doing?
Hi, Chris.
We're doing fine.
Hi. I have a problem right now because I have a partner. I'm gay, or bi, I guess. We just both found out that we're both positive with AIDS.
Wow.
But I'm dating a girl on the side.
Whoa. Are you a man of color, I assume?
I'm white.
You are?
Why'd you get the color? You sound like
Because
it.
I thought he was like a Wigatalk. He sounded a little bit like Eminem, like, you know.
But you're white, okay.
Are you a rapper?
No.
Okay.
And what is your question?
Well, we want to get married, but I'm just confused on what we should do because I am dating a girl on the side, and she knows that I'm positive, but so.
Drew.
I'm just wondering if this is that guy that does the girl voice.
What do you
Remember, these Anderson, help me out on this.
No, that's not him.
Is
He
this a
does
regular
sound
caller?
fake, but that's not. No, that's
Who?
It's not him.
Okay, no.
All right. It just got a little whiff of bogosity here.
Okay.
So, because it's such a serious issue you're bringing up here, we're gonna have to take this as though it were
Because
real.
even if he's bogus, maybe there's someone else out there.
Regardless, he's taking a serious enough issue that
Okay.
you can't not address it.
All right.
So, you have to tell the girl what's been happening here and what you've got. You have an obligation to tell her that. You were in a committed relationship.
He said she knows he's positive.
I didn't hear him say that. He said that he and his partner, the guy, are both positive and know it.
Oh, I thought she knew.
Well, she needs to know.
How about he breaks up with the girl, period? Let's just let
listen.
her off the hook, shall we?
Well, he's in a committed relationship with another guy. He needs to honor that commitment
Right.
and break up with the girl.
Yeah.
Because you're bi, as he mentioned himself, doesn't give you the right to date, to have.
And he's only bi because he's young. Give
Yeah.
him 5 years and he'll just be
Yeah,
gay.
Yeah, and either way, you're in a relationship with one person at a time. I don't care what your sexual orientation is. Anything other than that is extremely unhealthy and chaotic.
Don't give the girl HIV. Give her a break.
And then finally, you want to get married, but you're chaos in the relationship. It sounds like a total mess.
How about Nova Scotia, same-sex
How
union?
about just relax, have your committed relationship with your boyfriend, and don't worry about marriage and lifelong commitments and all that stuff. Because in the kind of chaos you're describing, things can change rapidly. All right, Miranda's 18. What's up?
For the past couple of years, my sister's been telling me that she thinks I have a borderline personality disorder. But I'm not sure if she's yanking my chain or...
Well, borderline is a term that's overused generally. It's traditionally, or for the most part, women get this condition. And the hallmark is chaos. A lot of chaos in your relationships, a lot of chaos emotionally, a lot of bipolar quality to your mood. And, often a history of trauma in the past. So post-traumatic stress disorder, borderline, and bipolar disorder tends to be related to one another.
Manifests itself how?
Chaos.
Violence? Drug abuse?
Cutting, drug abuse, a lot of chaos, a lot of erratic behaviors.
Because all teenagers have chaos.
Yeah, a lot of...
What's the extraordinary?
You're not supposed to make a diagnosis of borderline until after teenage years because it is, in fact, so characteristic of teenage years.
But in my family, personality disorders run. My mom has a personality disorder. My sister's bipolar.
So it's all kind of... Maybe you're just bipolar. But anyway, the family issue is a little less clear than, say, with bipolar, where there is definitely a genetic component to it. Maybe something going on around your sister. Let's put it this way. The most important thing to understand here is that your sister is not a clinical professional.
Yeah.
She's not the one who's making
a diagnosis.
Can't she
go get a diagnosis somewhere?
Yes, and even if your sister is a trained professional, she shouldn't be diagnosing her own family members.
Thank you.
So, go see a psychiatrist, somebody that is trained in rendering diagnoses, and see what you got. Christina, who's 19.
Hi. My question is, I am married, and I'm 19, and I just had a 4.5-year-old baby, and I'm pregnant again. Now, me and my husband are constantly fighting. We're already having financial problems. We're living in someone's garage right now.
Oh.
Yeah, and
You're
I
not
don't
as bad
know
off as Skylar.
exactly
So.
what to do.
That's true. She's not.
Wow.
You want
So wait, you had a kid when you were 15?
No. I'm 19 now. I just had her 4.5 months ago.
Oh,
you said 4.5 months
You said
ago.
4.5 years. You said 4.5 years.
No,
We're
I'm
acting
nervous.
like an 18-year-old having a kid is totally fine. Oh, long as you were 18. Now, did you have to drop out of high school?
No, I dropped out in 11th grade because I was addicted to drugs.
Oh. Drew?
How quaint.
I've spent the whole show going, Drew?
How's your recovery going?
Good. I've been clean for almost a year and a half now.
Are you in a program?
No, I've just been doing it on my own, trying to stay away from
No, go to the meetings.
Yeah, go to
it's all
12.
about the meetings.
You need to get some. That's a free way.
It's free.
To get some support with what you're dealing with
Read
right
the big
now.
book.
The main thing is me and my husband are always fighting, and we're having...
I understand.
We're living in someone's garage. We have another baby coming, and I'm not sure what to do.
Is he using?
No.
Well, like I'm saying, you need some support. You need some structure. You need some people to sit down and talk with. And a nice free way to do that, you're a recovering addict and you've been doing very little with your recovery, is to go get, go to NA or CA or AA, whatever you want. Go to a 12-step and get a sponsor and get the support and sort these things out. No one is going to tell you what to do, Christina. You got to figure these things out.
Right.
And don't have any more kids.
Yeah, I know. I just...
Why'd you get pregnant this time?
Because I forgot to take one of my birth control pills, for 3 days.
Perfect.
Well, because I'm bipolar too, and I don't have my meds.
Well, bipolar people can use a condom too. Just put it in the drawer. Have it there.
Christina, go to a 12-step program unless you can get in with a psychiatrist. But it sounds like you can't afford that either, and it's going to take forever through the Department of Mental Health.
It's all about 12-step.
Go to 12-step. Take some direction.
Outreach calls, meetings.
Yeah, she wants us to. We can't come over there and actually rescue you from that garage. And by the way, if we were to
She
rescue
hates that
you,
garage.
if we were to rescue her, we would just keep you dependent on needing rescue from people. So that's Christina.
What if Christina
begin to-
rescues Christina?
Yeah, that's
and
what
then
I'm talking about.
Eventually, it's going to dump the
So
husband. For sure.
that's a very Oprah-esque statement. Do you do you like Oprah?
I have a love-hate with Oprah.
What's the hate
I
part?
think that she is.
I've never heard her talk. I've never heard her start a sentence in the last 18 months without beginning with the word "I" or
yeah,
"me."
she. I think that she does a lot of good shows, and I also think that the problem is that she thinks she's Jesus, and she has a true Messiah complex. And I think she's not one of us anymore. I think what made her relatable is that she was my neighbor, she was my buddy,
Right.
she was my sister, she was my best friend. And now it's like I can't get my $12,000 Birkin bag at the Hermes store, and I'm going to do a whole show about it. Instead of doing
She
the show
did a
about
whole
teen
show about
pregnancy. She's going to do a whole show about it.
No.
Yes, she is going to make them pay and pay dearly. And I think it's great. She goes to AIDS-riddled Africa and hands out, dresses. But then when she had President Clinton on, all she did ask him about Monica Lewinsky, and she didn't ask him one single question about all the AIDS work that he's done. So I think she's getting a little more Springer. I think the show is leaning more towards Springer territory.
Oof.
So yeah, I think she does some good things and also is ridiculous.
I hear people complaining.
And also has zero sense of humor, and you can never tease her about herself at all. She can make the joke, but no one else can.
Well, that's what I hear people complaining about, is that the self stuff.
The grandiosity,
self-preoccupation.
yes.
Yeah.
And Dr. Phil is the worst of the bunch, so he's worse than she is. But,
Yeah, what is with him?
He's so ridiculous. He gets her off the whole, the meat lawsuit, and now he's got a show. It's ridiculous. He's got the wife on and the son.
But you guys all watch it.
I watch it every once in a while.
Some people like it.
Well, look, if he's going to do a show with Clay Aiken about bullying, I'm going to watch, because that's fun.
Is that what he did?
Yes, Clay Aiken was there talking about bullying, and then they were counseling other kids who were bullied. That was fun. But, yeah, it's ridiculous. Also, I think Dr. Phil hates women.
Ooh.
Yeah, he often takes the guy's side. Like, there'll be a guy who's, like, beating the crap out of the wife, and the wife goes on, she's got a black eye. And then the husband will do the old switcheroo, where he's with the wife for a minute, and he's like, but it does sound like you do irritate him.
Oh, my.
It's like, oh, really, Dr. Phil? So I guess I could just beat the crap out of my wife.
I've got the exact opposite. I take women's side almost always.
Somebody better, because women aren't taking women's side.
As we've established earlier. In fact, you guys kick the S out of each other.
Yes, and I think that Oprah is very, very one of the worst offenders of that.
Really?
I think she had Robin Givens on, right? Who's with Tyson, who's an animal. Yeah. Bites people's ears off.
Yes.
Clearly beat the crap out of Robin Givens. Robin Givens goes on. She's finally gotten her life back. It took her a long time to get over all the, everybody hated her, everybody booed her, then he beat her up and the whole thing. So it seems like she finally is happy now. She goes on Oprah to tell her story to help other women. And the whole time Oprah's just like, I knew you should have gotten out of it. I was there that night, we had dinner, and I thought, how could she stay there? I mean, don't you think by staying there, you kind of brought it on yourself? And I'm thinking, oh, thanks. There's Robin Givens crying, and Oprah's like, it's basically your fault that Mike Tyson beat the crap out of you. And Mike Tyson just beats up everybody he meets.
But why do people like somebody doing that, turning the tables on somebody who
it's the part of Oprah that I hate. It's so mean-spirited.
It accomplishes nothing.
Right. And she had a woman one time who posed for some porn magazine, I think called Over 50, and the woman was crying and saying that she never would have done it, but as she got older, she felt like she wasn't attractive anymore, and then this photographer came along, and he took nude photos of her, and Oprah just ate her for lunch. And the woman was sobbing, and I thought, yeah, she shouldn't, because she was a teacher or a counselor, something in the school. And first of all, it was high school.
Yeah.
So it's not like ruining the kids, but I thought this woman clearly was saying...
But here's the deal. That woman has got some issues.
Right.
And those issues should be exposed and explored. Beating her up doesn't help anybody,
hitting
her over
but
the
it
head
makes
with her
Oprah feel
testes
better.
or her shame does nothing.
Makes Oprah feel good.
But why do we like watching that?
I don't know.
That's
I
what
was
kills
incensed
me.
when I was watching it.
And you kept watching.
Yeah.
But
I did love that Tom Cruise episode where he was jumping on the couch.
Really?
That was fun.
Because it gave you lots of material?
It gave me a lot of material, and it was fun to see him melt down because he's been such like a sort of a phantom character, and nobody knows what he's really like. And
there you go.
It was fun.
Happy now?
Yeah, I was happy.
All right, we're going to take another break.
And then I want to talk about LASIK.
All right, LASIK. I haven't so far, Patricia, no LASIK calls. We want to hear about LASIK's nightmares.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, the phone number here is 1-800-LOVE-191. Kathy Griffin, Dr. Drew, right back.
You have 5 seconds.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
2.
Back in a minute.
1.
LoveLine 1-800-LOVE-191. No Carolla with Griffin.
Yes.
D-List. Bravo Show. Wednesdays 10 p.m. Also get her special, which is airing when? Kathy Griffin is not Nicole
That's
Kidman.
currently, it's like in rotation at Bravo.
Because I've seen a lot of ads for it.
Yes.
And actually, I tell you guys, I get confused. Because it usually, you see the D-List ad, and then you see the other ones.
So the D-List is the series, and the Kathy Griffin is not Nicole Kidman is the stand-up special. And also my DVD called Allegedly has had a huge spike on Amazon.
Nice.
And so it's selling like crazy, so go on Amazon and get my DVD. It's scandalous.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
And you're not wearing glasses during your Nicole Kidman thing.
I'm back to glasses. I had a LASIK disaster.
What happened?
I have had 5 surgeries on my right eye, and so I want to warn people to be very, very careful about getting LASIK surgery. And I went to one of the top guys, Dr. Robert Maloney, And I did my research, and I didn't just go to like some guy in the Dominican Republic for $50.
Sure. Right.
And I have a condition called epithelial cell ingrowth, and what happened was I've lost about 30% of the vision in my right eye, permanent.
Ooh.
So I just want to warn people: there's not one single long-term study done on LASIK, and I feel that it's kind of sold like it's like a haircut. You go in, it takes 2 to 3 minutes, it's this miracle cure, you never need glasses again, and 5 surgeries later, I'm just here to tell you that was not my story, and it's been kind of a nightmare. So I actually have a whole page about it on my website, kathygriffin.net. So if you're thinking about LASIK, I'm not saying this is going to happen to you, I'm just saying make an educated decision and go on my website and just at least look at the page first.
Well, there's not on earth a medication or an invasive procedure that cannot harm you.
Right.
There's no such thing.
But I will say that in what I was told, you sign these releases, right? And you go in for you get in LA, if you get a facial, you have to sign a release.
Sure.
And they all have this, complications happen in less than 1% of patients. Well, if it's less than 1%, my story, then why am I getting so many emails from around the country, calls from people? So in my own amateur research, I'm seeing that my complication is more like 3 to 8%. That's pretty high.
You're just adding up the numbers of LASIK.
Yes,
done in this
and this
country.
is what I found in like the London Telegraph had an article, the Review of Ophthalmology. So just remember that with these LASIK doctors, it's a very profitable business. They don't necessarily want you to hear from people like me. They want everyone to think that nothing could ever go wrong. But I'm just saying it usually doesn't go wrong. But when it does go wrong, it's bad. It's nasty.
One quick question for Kathy. Sarah, 16.
Hi.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm such a big fan of you guys.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Listen to you all the time. I've been going out with my boyfriend for about 3 months, and yesterday he told me that we haven't done anything sexual or anything, and he told me that he wanted to have sex with me between my boobs. And I was worried that was a normal thing, and I asked one of my friends, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's a normal thing." I was just worried that was normal.
Yeah.
Drew.
Hang on. Let me just say that
it's humiliating.
Let me just say no. I'm not saying.
Why does he have to do a Bronski?
I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just saying, Sarah, just know that men from about the age of 15 to 30 are in a testosterone storm.
They want to put their penis anywhere
all over the
they
place,
can.
all crazy places. They have a motivational priority, an urgent priority to orgasm.
And his juice has got to go all over the place.
It has to come out, or God takes it out during the night for him. And the fact is that they want to do all kinds of goofy things, and at least he's not trying to do intercourse.
Okay, but I think that she should strike a deal. If he gets to do a Bronski, she gets to put something up his butt. And let's say how he likes that. I want you to say, here's the deal. You can go ahead and do it in my boobs. I'm going to get a small gerbil. I'm going to put it up your butt, and then we have a he Because you know what? He's not going to want to.
Oh, well, listen, you don't know guys.
He might.
We could
He
say,
might be into it. He'll be like, if it's not too big.
Not just into it. He just a question.
He'll start dating the gerbil.
It's just a question how much pain they're willing to go through to get their needs met. And some guys, it's pretty severe.
But what does she get out of it?
Nothing.
Okay,
And that's why
his
Sarah,
juice is on her neck, and then she gets what out of it?
Sarah, relax. Don't just kind of take it slow and easy. He's just seeing what he can get out of you. Just
It's just like a thing he's doing.
It's just what?
Is this just like something he's doing to try to build up to sex or what?
Well, it's just it's something he'd really like to do.
He just wants to do it.
Yeah, you don't have to do it. It doesn't mean you're not a good girlfriend.
Can he get an apple pie, like an American pie?
Sure, I'm sure
and
he
date
has.
the pie?
He has. Don't worry, cantaloupe pie, whatever.
Oh.
And just don't decide what you want to do, not what he needs you to do, what you would like to do in that relationship, and that's what you do.
Because afterwards she's going to just be going, ew.
Well,
my neck is dripping.
And then he's going to be like, well,
stuff.
now can we, it's going to be
Let's
on to the
go
next
next.
thing. On to the next thing.
Take the gerbil out. Let's go.
Well, Kathy, we got to take another break again.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, it's nuts.
I know it is. So it's allegedly DVD.
Yeah.
It's
the Bravo show.
Kathy Griffin on Bravo.
Every
My Life
Wednesday
on the
night.
D-List. Did your party, by the way, go on the air?
Oh, yeah. It was in like 2 weeks
that
ago. You were on it, Drew.
That's what I heard. I didn't get to see it, though.
It's true.
And Wednesday at 10 p.m., and then Kathy Griffin is not Nicole Kidman.
Is running sort of whenever on Bravo.
Whenever. And we'll be right back after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE.
If you need help,
Call LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191.
Well, that about does it. That show went so fast.
Oh, we
And
helped
what that
so many
means?
people.
Well, it means it was a good show. And you are a
No.
dear, dear, dear friend of the show, and you're welcome anytime.
No.
I suddenly got a
Adam,
bad feeling.
I know. All of a sudden, something. Ow! It hurts. Adam's voice.
We have a very big week this week. We have Ice-T tomorrow night.
Oh,
we
boy.
have Trisha Helfer. Is that how you pronounce her name? Dave Matthews later. Rilo Kiley. I mean, it's a huge, huge week this week. And amazing job booking guests. So Ice-T tomorrow night. Corolla will be back. Kathy and I will be on Jimmy Kimmel on Tuesday.
That's right.
And until next time, this is Dr. Drew on behalf of Adam Carolla saying mahalo.
Mahalo.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Annie Gold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.